Americans are used to making small talk, and they will frequently strike up a conversation even with strangers. For example, waiting in a checkout line at the store. For newcomers to the U.S., it is in your best interest to learn the skill of having brief social exchanges with coworkers, neighbors, or people at parties. However, what is asked in one culture isn't necessarily appropriate in another. For example, in your culture, is it okay to ask someone his or her marital status? In the United States, this is not an appropriate question. This is because the question has a normative bias to it. That is, it assumes that getting married is normal in society, and this is not true. For starters, some people are quite happy by themselves and choose not to marry. Others may be divorced or widowed and therefore uncomfortable talking about it. Still others may wish to be married but have never been asked. So let's take a look at some topics and you tell me whether you think it's okay to ask them with Americans. First, marital status? Are you married? No, this is not appropriate, as we just discussed. What about age? No, Americans don't talk about their age unless they're all students in the same school. How about occupation? Yes, this is a great topic. So, what do you do? Or, where are you studying? What about salary? No. Americans are uncomfortable talking about money. How about education? This depends. Did you go to college? No. We don't want to ask this because not everyone can go to college or needs college to have a job. Where did you go to school? Yes. This is a good question because everyone attended some school, elementary school or high school, and this will give you an idea where the person grew up. What about length of time in this area? Yes, this is a great conversation topic. What about a person's weight? No. Anything about the body is too personal in the United States. How about a person's travel interests? Yes, this is a wonderful conversation topic. Can you ask about a person's family? This depends. Do you have children? No, not a good idea. Some people choose not to have children, so asking this make it sound like it's a requirement. Other people have medical reasons that don't allow them to have kids, and it may be a topic that makes them sad. Do you have brothers or sisters? Yes. This is okay to ask, and this will give you more follow-up questions to use. How about a person's hobbies and pastimes? Absolutely. This is not only acceptable, but also interesting. Who knows? You may discover that you share some common interests. Can you ask someone's political party membership? No. Avoid discussing politics with Americans you don't know well. Politics are about personal belief systems, and Americans don't like to argue with others the same way that is perfectly normal in other countries. What about height? How tall are you? No. Remember, body questions are none of your business. Can you ask a person's ethnic origin? The answer is maybe. You look Asian. Are you from China? How does a Chinese person look? That is not a good question. On the other hand, that's an interesting last name. Where's it from? People's names are important, so the better we know the pronunciation and perhaps the origin, the better we can remember that names in future meetings. How about the cost of a person's watch, or car, or house? No. Remember, no topics related to money. Can you ask someone their religion? No. Like politics, this is considered too personal. Who a person voted for? Nope. Remember, no politics. What about a person's hometown? This is a great question, and you can learn a lot by asking about people, where they grew up, and those kinds of things. Now, you've had a chance to think about many topics for making small talk. If you're not sure that a topic is acceptable, you can find a trusted American friend and get his or her opinion. And of course, you can always write us here to ask. Happy conversing, everybody.
Oftentimes we don't look at diversity through this filter. We look through diversity through the filter of, racial injustice. But diversity also has an incredible positive side. I mean, if all of your body was a hand, what good would your body be?